If you're starting a waxing business in 2026 and you feel overwhelmed with what supplies you need versus what can wait, I'm going to break it all down for you in this video. Plus, I have a PDF for you as well. First, before we get into it, who the heck am I? I'm Bree Mesquit, licensed esthetician of 15 years, educator, business coach, and the founder and owner of Rebel Wax and Rebel Wax Studio, which is where we currently are. So I'm going to make this one quick so that you guys can revisit this as needed. First, wax pot. So if you do not yet have a wax pot, I highly recommend getting started with a 5-pound wax pot. I personally recommend Rebel Wax, and I have a discount code for you, Bree10. Visit lashandwaxoc.com and you can pick up your own. Next, you're going to need hard wax as well, or soft wax, depending on what you're choosing to use in your studio. Personally, we use hard wax. If you're just getting started, try out our 50-50 blend. So Rebel Wax 50-50, it's a gel and cream based mixed together. It's very, very good. I would recommend going with our trio pack. You're going to be able to choose a 2.2 pound gel, 2.2 pound cream, and then a 2.2 pound hybrid 50-50, so you can try out all 3 formulas, and it's discounted over 20%, and you get a total of 6.6 pounds of wax. So you need hard wax. Next, you need a treatment table. This is one area you do not need a splurge. What I have here still in our treatment room is a cheap, like Amazon treatment table. The head of the treatment table can go up and down, which is really important. Then I just have a mattress topper and then this nice little twin bed sheet. Our clients love it. It's super comfortable. It's super functional for us, and it didn't break the bank. Later on, you can always upgrade to the hydraulic and, the fancy adjustable beds or treatment tables, but I don't think it's a necessity when you're first getting started. We want to keep our expenses low as we're trying to build our revenue, right? And make sure we have great profits coming in. Revenue is a flex. We need to focus on profits. Don't splurge on the treatment table. Next, you want a wax pad and an SMA. This is optional, but we prefer to use it. I've been using our wax pads for over 6 years now. We manufacture them ourselves here in Bend, Oregon. We have over 100 different variants or color options available for you guys. What is a wax pad? It goes over your treatment table, and it protects your treatment table. It's also more comfortable for your client. Wax peels right off of it. Reusable, disinfectable, also makes a really cute background. You could stay on brand with your brand colors. Great background for making content because you want to be posting and advertising yourself on the socials. And then an SMA is a small version of that. It goes on your countertop, and that's where your clean implements are going to go, like your sticks, your gloves, your cotton rounds, tweezers, brow scissors, all of the things. Next, you want Cavicide spray. So if you're using a wax pad and an SMA, we recommend disinfecting it with Cavicide spray. It's not going to discolor it, and it also has only a 3-minute kill time. You need to be using a hospital grade disinfectant, a state board approved disinfectant, which Cavicide is. Very important. Clorox wipes, do not cut it here. You need to have Cavicide spray. Next, you want Barbicide and a Barbicide container. So you can totally get these off of Amazon. Salon Centro, Cosmoprof usually do have them available as well if you want to locally pick them up. You're going to want on hand paper towels and cotton rounds. So I like paper towels for wiping down the treatment table, and sometimes I use it in my client prep as well. After pre-oiling, I will wipe away any excess oil with a paper towel, and of course you have other uses for paper towels as well. And then cotton rounds is what you're going to be using for prepping the client skin. Pre-wax cleanser, pre-wax oil. Then you want slant and point tweezers, or one that's a hybrid. Your slant tweezers are going to be for removing any left behind hair. Your point tweezers are going to be for any ingrowns, surface ingrowns. We're not digging in there and digging out deep ingrowns, but point tweezers are really helpful for removing ingrowns. I personally have a hybrid, so it is from Tweezerman. It's a slant with a point, and I really enjoy those, but you need to have tweezers. You also need to have brow scissors on hand as well, If you're providing full body waxing services, then you're most likely doing brow waxing as well. So you're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some disposable spoolies. So like the mascara ones, you'll be using those for multiple different uses. Brows for sure, and sometimes even like sideburn area to hold hair back. I've used it on underarm waxing before, and I've also used them on bikini waxing when someone wants to leave a shape behind. So you want disposable spoolies on hand. Vinyl gloves. So I prefer to work with vinyl gloves when waxing because the wax peels so easily off of them. We provide vinyl gloves as well. Our price point is pretty killer. You can buy a case, so you're getting 10 boxes of 100 count. Can put it on subscription, get 10% off. After your 4th order, it's 15% off for life. Citrus wax cleaner. This is what you're going to use to clean your wax pot at the end of the day. You crank your pot up, let that wax really warm and melt down, and the citrus cleaner wipes it right up. It kind of works like Goo Gone. You guys are probably familiar with Goo Gone, but it smells really good, and clients actually always compliment us on that. Stir sticks. So these are actually going to be painting like stir sticks. You can find them on Amazon. You can even go to Lowe's or Home Depot if you're in a pinch and grab some there as well. And that's what you're going to use to be stirring your wax pot. Body waxing sticks. These are going to be listed as adult tongue depressors online. We have sticks available as well. $75 for a case of 5,000 can also be added to subscription, so you can save on those as well. Facial waxing sticks, these are going to be listed as infant tongue depressors, and this is what you're going to be using for décolleté up. So facial waxing brows specifically, so you'll need those. You'll need a pre-wax cleanser and a pre-wax oil. I love Relax and Wax. I love Lady Pang. I'll put some discount codes in the description below for you guys. Also a post-wax serum. There's many to choose from, but you need to have one on hand. I love Lady Pang and Relax and Wax again. I always have No Trauma Mama on hand from Relax and Wax. Also their Just Calm Down, which is an antihistamine, topical antihistamine, which is really great. So you'll need those on hand as well. At least one post-wax serum. Optional exam paper. If you're using a wax pad, some states allow where you can just have your client directly on the wax pad. Some states require that you also have exam paper over the top. I still recommend a wax pad because it's much cheaper to replace a wax pad than it is to replace an entire treatment table, and you don't want to be doing a ton of laundry if you have a sheet or anything like that down. You want to have some sort of protection. So exam paper optional, check on your state though. And then last but not least, optional is a brow pencil. I like this for especially my newer waxers that are still getting used to brow shaping and mapping to help map out and create marks for yourself. That is everything that you need. Besides that, one thing that's not on this list I would say is a dresser. A mirror, a side table, and a chair for your clients as a little drop station, and a trash can. We can't forget the trash can. That is important. So we will add that to our list. I actually need to update this. Hey, if you guys want this PDF that I'm reading off of right now with links to everything, and I also created it to have an order. There's little boxes you could check off when you order it and once it's received to keep you nice and organized. This is within my 6-week course. It's completely free. You can enroll for free. The description's below. You'll go to training.lashandwaxoc.com/101. Again, it's completely free, no strings attached, tons of resources in there for you guys. If you want a quick little room setup tour, go ahead and watch this video and I'll see you over there.